actually, wait, let me switch over real quick. Like I was saying, hello, chatty. Hello. Hello. It's so fucking nice to see you guys here. Oh my fucking god, bro. I've been so excited about this stream. You have no clue. This stream has been years in the making, like unironically. Like not the actual stream itself. I've been working on it for years, but I've had this idea since I first got started, and I wanted to wait until I was like, I wanted to wait until my content was worth something, and until I got to the point that I felt like I could do this confidently and properly with credibility. And now that I'm finally here, I'm finally able to talk about all of this and to break it down for all of you, so that if there are any of you that are aspiring to do what I do, I can point you in the right direction, and I can give you tips, and I can talk about my challenges and the everything, and the, you know, Nyannie stream on, door closed, pants still on. Take your pants off. Take your pants off. Take them off right now. Get comfy. Take your pants off. Get comfy. Get comfy. Having pants on means you're not comfortable. Take your pants off. Put your hand on your balls like you do when you're resting and just chilling and watching something. That's right. I know what you do with those little things. You fucking, you put your hand on them and you twirl them around in your thumbs, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know the secrets, bro. I know the secrets. I have a bottle of soju and everything. Okay. Before I start, I just want to do a quick level check because you're gonna have to be able to listen to everything I'm saying very clearly. So I want to ask you guys, does the audio sound okay? Does my mic sound okay? Is the music too loud? Is it too quiet? Like, is there anything that I need to adjust for your
fucking
comfort?
bingus.
Yeah. So, Cass, thank you so much for the 14 months. Thank you. And Winter, happy 2 years. I can't believe that there's people who are here that were around when I first started streaming. That's insane, bro. That's actually insane. That is crazy. Like unbelievable levels of like wacko, dude. Actual unbelievable levels of wacko. Sounds all good to me. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. So let's start with a simple question. Very simple question. How are you guys doing? Are you okay? Are you doing okay? Are you all good back there? Are you having a good day? Is work going well? Are you having a good week? Are you all right? How do you feel? Tell me how you feel, chat. I gotta know. I feel like I don't like check on you guys enough. I feel like I don't ask you how you are enough, and that's something that I really want to change going forward. Ooga, horny, bing chilling, just chilling. Wow, I'm surprised I didn't see more horny. I'm alive, just doing some chores and listening to you. I'm fine, super chilling. Your day's been going shit. Well, I hope I can make it better. I hope I can make it better. I hope I can make it better. Stressed and horny, bro. That's like my mental. That's like my regular mental state. Stressed and horny. That's how I describe myself. I'm stressed out all the fucking time and I'm constantly horny. Anyhow, well, for those of you who are doing good, I'm glad that you're having a fucking awesome day. And for those of you who aren't doing so good, I hope that this stream can cheer you out, cheer you up a little bit. And I hope that after you walk out of here, you'll be feeling a little bit better, because the advice that I'm going to be giving you today and the things that I'm going to be talking about don't only apply to those of you who are looking to become content creators. The primary topic of the stream is content creation, and it is art. You know, art in any way, drawing, music, like YouTube video streams, etc., so on and so forth. But a lot of what we do in life, whether we realize it or not, is inherently artistic. So what I'm saying to you today, even if you think it doesn't apply, I encourage you to listen. I encourage you to watch and stick around, because you might hear something that completely shifts your perspective. You might be wondering what the fuck I'm talking about. I promise you'll see. Anyways, I get a lot of questions about, Nyannie, why do you want to be a VTuber? How the fuck did you stumble upon content creation? Why did you choose to do this with your life? I've unironically had people be like, you know, Annie, you're like one of the smartest people I know. But despite that, for some weird reason, instead of deciding to go work for NASA or something, or like be a fucking software engineer at Microsoft, you decided to shake your ass and be a dog on the internet. And there are a million reasons that I could get into for why I, started doing this. And those are always going to be different for everybody. My reasons might not be your reasons. The second most asked question I get, in addition to why I became a content creator, is how I did it. People are constantly, always, in my comments, in my business email, in my fucking Discord server, in my DMs, and my Fansly DMs underneath their dick pictures, asking me, Nyannie, do you have any advice to be successful at art, successful at YouTube, Twitch, etc., so on and so forth, VTubing, whatever? And I could spend a bunch of time, like a fucking unfathomable amount of time, answering every single person's comment and question individually, but that would be stupid. And I'm not stupid, despite how I may seem. I'm not that stupid. I'm only stupid a little bit. I might be dumb, but I'm not stupid. That would be dumb. It wouldn't make any sense. So I decided that in honor of my 2-year anniversary, we are gonna go back in time a little bit, back to the very beginning. And I'm going to talk about what made me want to get started doing this, some challenges I faced along the way, the stuff that fucked me up, obstacles, how I overcame them, etc., how you can overcome them, things that you'll run into, so on and so forth. So on and so forth. And boy, was it a long fucking journey. Now, before we go any further, I really, really, really want to say a few words that I feel like have been long overdue about for probably like a fucking year now. As of today, let's see. Let me see something. As of today, we have hit 14,322 followers on Twitch, 30,500 on Twitter, 141,000 on TikTok, 11,000 on YouTube, and 42,300 followers on Fansly, which brings our total family, our community, our puppy girl psych ward, so to speak, of a population to a little over 300,000, which is insane. It's fucking insane. Not at no point in any of this did I ever think that I would get this far. At no point during any of this did I ever even was I ever even confident that so much as one person would give me the time of day, let alone hundreds of thousands of people. Every single time I go live, it's literally a full house. It is literally a full fucking house. There are hundreds of you, thousands of you at any given point. I go live on Twitch, hundreds of you. I go live on Fansly, even more of you. I just had a YouTube video hit like 500,000 fucking views, and I was sitting there looking at that the other day, just like my mind blown, perplexed that something that I created and put out into the world was perceived and seen by that many people. And the other day I had something happen. To me, right? It was really weird. Not weird like in a bad way, but it was like, it kind of changed my perspective a little bit. I was just scrolling through Discord as you do, catching up on some DMs. And I went into my own Discord server and I went into the general chat, and there was somebody that asked, where's Nyannie? I miss her streams. And when I read that, I about burst into fucking tears. I about burst into fucking tears reading that. When a lot of what you do has you sitting behind a screen and you're not really like interfacing with people face to face. Like I'm not like a music artist or a rock star or anything. So I don't see you guys on a daily basis. Like I don't get to look you in the eyes physically. So I guess it just never occurred to me that there are actually an astounding, there's an insane, I'm trying to be and thoughtful, you fucking asshole. I'll kill you. I'll actually kill you. I'm stepping on your face. Wait, no, I can't do this. I'll get banned. I can't do this. I'll get banned. Twitch said that if I show my feet in a sexual way again, poof, off the fucking platform. But anyways, like I was saying, the realizing that there are people who are like actually excited for me to keep going and who are relying on me to get out of bed every morning and do something is a really, really powerful feeling. And it really shifted my perspective a lot. And it made me feel like, what's it called? It made me feel like I actually had something going. For a lot of my life, I've never felt like I had a purpose or like I had a reason to be here. I never felt like there was any like real reason for me to exist. But as of recently, bro, like, God damn it, you motherfuckers have me chained down to this mortal plane. Now I have to stick around and I have to keep creating content because you guys are sitting here in the Twitch chat waiting around every single day for me to keep doing so. So I guess what I'm trying to say is thank you for everything. Thank you for showing me the part of my life that younger Annie could have only dreamed of. And I mean that. This timeline, whatever you want to call it, this that we're in, the path that I'm going down, all of this, everything is something that younger me really wanted, but I always felt like it was totally out of reach and could never happen to me. It was literally my Cinderella fantasy to be able to get up here in front of thousands of people and talk and shoot the shit and entertain and make people smile and make some days better. It literally could not have gone any better than this. And I owe all of it to you. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so fucking much for all of it. I don't think that anything I can ever say in any of the languages that I speak, be it French, Japanese, or English, fucking Swedish, or Klingon, can ever express my gratitude to you. So I hope that going forward, my content and my music and the art that I produce and everything shows you just how much I care about you and how much you guys mean to me. I'm choking up a little bit just saying all this. I don't think I really should say thank you more often, but I don't. I guess I just never realized how much things had changed in 2 years. I feel like the same girl that I was before, except there are a little bit more eyes on me now. Maybe that's a good thing that the popularity hasn't really changed me at all. There are a lot of stories about people getting big and then turning sour and becoming jaded, but I still feel like the same me that I was when I started out, which is a thing that we'll get into a lot today. Anyways, just going over subs one more time. Winter with the 21 months, thank you so much. Cass with the 14 months, and Spitboom with the 4 months. Certified Annie Moment, thank you guys so much. Welcome back to the Puppy Girl Psych Ward. And Chaos of the Tier 1 Gifty, thank you, and thank you for the level 2 hype train. Let's keep it rolling. I'm getting me and my girlfriend into VTubing on Twitch. I'm getting close to separating everything up. Hell yeah, bro. You're my afterward de-stress or during work distractions. That means a lot to me that out of everything that could help you de-stress, you choose me. We'd have to find you and drag you back to the mortal plane if you chose to leave us. Good luck with that. Yo, hello there. Thank you so much for the gifties. Thank you. 5 whole fucking stones. Thank you so much, Nyan Loves. Nyan Loves. Got you kicking your feet and shit. Oh, you're kicking your feet and giggling, listening to me. That's so cute. That's adorable. That's fucking adorable. All right. Anyhow, let's get into why we're here. So, like I was saying, people are constantly asking me, how the fuck did you become a content creator? How do you do this? How do you even start, right? And today I'm gonna go through step 1 to step fucking 99 of how I did all of this. And like the challenges that I faced, my fucking methods, and hopefully my goal by the end of this is for those of you who think you want to be content creators, to know where you stand, why you want to do it, and have a mental starting point to hopefully get you started making YouTube videos or streaming on Twitch or making music or drawing or whatever, right? Because this stream is not just about content creation, it's about creating in general. It's about creating in general and how to turn your life around in such a way that your existence is dedicated to the art that you're producing. That might be a really weird, convoluted way to put this. I hope that it's not. So I'm gonna do my best. Asriel, thank you so much for the tier and gifting, and thank you guys so much for keeping the hype train rolling. Thank you. I want to give a special thanks to Shino. Shino helped me get a lot of my thoughts together to fucking Shino helped me get a lot of my thoughts together in creating this, and honestly is responsible for how organized and coherent most of the presentation is. I was the one who actually put the thing together, but Shino gave me a fucking long ass bullet list of everything that I need to go over and talk about, so I wouldn't have been able to do this without him. So thank you so much, XxShinobazuxX. I love you. Thank you. You're fucking amazing, and you are literally my Morpheus. Anyhow, content creation 101, classes in session. Let's get back. Anyways, without further ado, let's first start with my credibility. Like I went over earlier, here are all the reasons that you should listen to everything that I'm saying in this presentation. Here's every fucking reason in the world to listen to me, okay? This is not supposed to come off as a flex, but more proof of concept that I am a professional. I know what I'm doing to some extent. And there's a reason that I have what I have. So we're sitting at 14,000 followers on Twitch, 30,500 followers on Fansly, 141,100 on TikTok, 11,100 on YouTube, which is actually a recent threshold that we crossed thanks to a video that I posted that did really, really well, and 42,000 on Fansly. So as you can see, TikTok, Fansly, and Twitter are currently my biggest platforms, followed by Twitch and YouTube. And a lot of this growth has come exponentially over the course of the last year, which is why I never made anything like this before. Like, I'm sitting at a peak that I have literally never touched before, and it's fucking insane. So, more or less, don't take this as me bragging about my numbers, but take it as my identification, you know, of sorts. Like my what's the word? Take it as proof that I know what I'm talking about. That's the word I was looking for. Take it as proof that I know what I'm doing. Okay? Take it as proof. In addition to having a pretty large following, I earn a full-time living off of my, off of my content. I own a full-time living off of my content. So everything that I do for work on a daily basis, I don't have a day job. I have never had a day job. I live, I take care of myself. I'm independent completely and totally. And it's entirely sustained off of the content and the art that I produce. So there's your proof that you should listen to me. So the best advice that I could give to any of you that want to be content creators is simply don't. Simply don't. All right. Simply fucking don't. Do not become a content creator. Don't fucking do it. It's not that it sucks, but this shit is otherworldly levels of insane. Okay? If what you're looking for by getting into this is some kind of like satisfaction or some kind of stability or security in your life, or you want to get really fucking rich and drive supercars and sports cars and fucking flex your money and do money spreads on Instagram, don't fucking do this. Don't do this, because I guarantee the probably the least satisfying career path you will ever go down, the least fulfilling career path you will ever go down is content creation, okay? If what you're looking for is fulfillment and security, go get a fucking 9-to-5 doing something that you like. Go work for a fucking art studio. Go become somebody's video editor. Go become a software engineer, cybersecurity specialist, and then have hobbies on the side. Because I promise you that this shit is not what it seems. This shit is not what it seems at all. Going into this, I thought that I had a pretty good idea of what this was. I don't. I did not expect that it would be what it is, and there's so many things that I learned along the way. Now, this is not to sound ungrateful. This is not to say that I hate what I do, because I love what I do and I wouldn't change it for the fucking world. But what I am saying is that my preconceived notions of what being at this point would look like versus what it's actually been like are night and day from one another. They are not the same at all. They're not the same. You mentioned in TikTok why people watch. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Fucking chat, everybody knows why people watch me. Let's be real. Are you a dude or a girl? I'm of the opinion that if you come into somebody's stream and you hear a very clearly woman voice and then you think that they're a dude, you might be a little gay. Maybe talk to a psychiatrist about that. Just saying. However, now, I just sat here and I told you that this shit is insane. So you're probably asking yourself, okay, if it's that insane, then why do I do it, right? Why do I do it? What, Annie, if it is as insane and crazy as you're making it out to be, why the fuck do I do it, right? Why do you do it? What's your purpose? What's your angle? And I have a really, really good answer. You want to know my answer, chat? You want to know why I do this shit? Because I'm fucking crazy, bro. I'm built differently. I was manufactured in an alternative plant. I am not like these other girls, bro. I am sinfully put together different. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know if my mom was an alcoholic when I was in the womb. I don't know if I got dropped on my head right after I was delivered. All I know is the first thing I ever did when I came into this world was piss in the face of the doctor that delivered me. So there's something wrong with my brain. There's something wrong with my fucking brain. All right. I am mentally ill. I am not normal. All right. So that's why I do this shit. All right. People ask me, Nyannie, why do you want to be a VTuber? And always the answer I give is mental illness and autism, but mostly mental illness. And that's what this means. Bro, chat, I'm not even going to lie to you. The fact that I'm allowed to freely walk the streets on a day-to-day basis, it's dangerous. It is a fucking miracle. I need to be locked up in Guantanamo Bay. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling a little bit right now. I'm simply rambling a little bit now. However, that being said, to those of you who feel like you can relate to what I just said, you feel like you're built a little bit differently. You feel like you're not like the other girls, all right? You feel like you have a Polaroid camera and you're fighting your inner demons. My advice to you, and this goes for not only content creation, but anything in general, is to just fucking start. Just start. Just start. Start before you know how. Because I guarantee 99% of you don't know what it takes to become a creator. 99% of you don't know what it takes to become an artist. And so what you're going to do is you're going to sit here and you're going to wonder when the perfect time to start is going to be. When in reality, there is no perfect time to start. You can't know how to do something before you start doing something. That's some weird fucking elementary school gifted kid shit. You have to start creating before you know how. So if you're sitting there thinking like, oh, I've always wanted to upload videos to YouTube. I've always wanted to stream on Twitch. I've always wanted to draw pictures. I've always wanted to be a musician. I've always wanted to learn how to play the guitar. Don't sit and wait to feel like it is the right time, because the right time isn't real. It's never going to come. Just start. Start. Do it scared. Do it before you know how, right? Now, this comes with a couple things. Like I said before, do not fall into the common traps, right? There's something that I like to call the research circle jerk that a lot of people fall into when they are first learning how to do content creation or how to do anything in general. What they do is, or what happens is they'll go and they'll watch YouTube videos, how to fucking go from 0 to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, how to make a good YouTube thumbnail, how to grow on Twitch, how to grow on Fansly, how to properly shake ass, freefollowbots.com, etc., so on and so forth. And what happens is that they spend all of this time researching, okay, how do I get good audio? How do I stream on Twitch? How do I make a good thumbnail? How do I fucking like do this and that? What do I post, etc., so on and so forth. And they spend more time thinking and planning how to do the thing than they actually do doing the thing. And this is going to fucking kill you. This is going to kill you. It's going to prevent you from ever making any progress. This is a trap that I am begging you not to let yourself fall into, because so many people fall prey to this. So many people. So many fucking people fall prey to this shit. Do not sit there and research how to make the perfect YouTube video. Just go open up your fucking editing software, clip something, record something. I don't fucking care. Edit it, post it to YouTube. Just do it. Do it first and then do your research later. Okay. Now, the next thing is something that is going to come on very early after you start creating for the first time. After you've posted your first YouTube videos, you've started doing it, you're streaming to 0 people on Twitch, etc., so on and so forth. And maybe after a little bit, you've gotten a little bit of traction. There's going to be something that happens really early on, and you need to learn how to deal with it as soon as possible. And that thing is imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is something that plagues every single successful person out there and every aspiring artist out there. Every single streamer you know, whether it be fucking Iron Mouse, Bao, Yuzu, Numi, etc., so on and so forth, I guarantee all of those people, I love them all to death, are either suffering with or have suffered from imposter syndrome at some point in their life. All of them. It's even people that you don't even expect. Fucking Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk have suffered from imposter syndrome. It's a thing that's going to happen. If you don't know what imposter syndrome is, basically what happens is you start doing something and then you start to think to yourself like, oh, I don't deserve the success. You know, I don't deserve to be successful. This, what I'm doing, somebody else should be doing it instead. I'm not cut out for this. This isn't for me. I'm out of place here, etc., so on and so forth. You start to feel like an imposter. It's literally in the name, imposter syndrome. You start to feel like an imposter. And I will be the first to tell you, and this probably isn't what you want to hear. It's not comforting at all. It doesn't go away, like ever. It literally never goes away. You're gonna feel this for the rest of your fucking life, and it sucks. It sucks cock. You're gonna feel it your whole fucking life. It blows big, saggy, smelly horse dick. I can't keep saying things like that. I'm gonna get myself riled up, and then I'm gonna have to end the stream early before we get to the good part. It sucks. It's never gonna go away, so you have to learn how to deal with it early on. This is something that I suffered from early on. This is something that all of my friends suffer from early on. And if I'm totally, completely honest with you, it's something that I'm still dealing with to this day. I have a lot of days, a lot of nights where, you know, those thoughts creep into my head that I don't deserve what I have, that I'm not doing enough for you guys, so on and so forth. And all I can say in terms of dealing with it is just learn to act in spite of the doubt. Because that's really all it is. All it is doubt. Like when you break it down, when it comes down to it, you're just doubting yourself. And the doubt's never going to go away. You have to learn to keep going even though you feel like you don't deserve it, you know? You have to learn to just power through it, really. I wish I had a better answer. I wish I had some magical fucking prescription. I wish I had the right words to make you feel comfortable about this. It's just not, it's never going to play out that way. You just have to learn to keep going in spite of it. Now, when it comes to how you want to start your rise to the top, you know, how you want to start your content empire, one important concept to understand is that you're going to have to learn from other people, and you're going to have to study what other people are doing to see what made other people successful. But you're also going to have to understand that what worked for me might not work for you, right? What worked for me was learning how to beat Dark Souls games with a buzz inside of my body in a very sussy, sexy way, right? But that might not work for you. What worked for Ludwig was making super good like story time YouTube videos where he would like do weird shit on stream, right? And that worked for him great. That might not work for you. What worked for XQC was getting super popular and good at Overwatch and then growing his empire from being super hyperactive and posting clips everywhere, etc., so on and so forth. That worked for him. That might not work for you. And what's important to understand is that success leaves breadcrumbs, but it will not leave you the formula for how to make the bread. It'll leave you the breadcrumbs, but it's not going to leave you the recipe. There is no recipe for success. So learn to look at other people and learn from what they do. Learn from successful people. Look at what made them go to the top. Look at what helped them get popular. Look at what made them blow up. But understand that you are never going to be able to one-to-one replicate what they did. It just doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that, right? Now, you've heard all my lessons. You're prepared to deal with your imposter syndrome. You're starting to study other people. You're uploading your first videos to YouTube. And you're ready to fucking do this thing. You're hyped, you're pumped, you're inspired. You're like, Nyannie, I want to be a content creator. Let's fucking do it. Let's start streaming. Well, actually, don't start streaming. Don't start with streaming at all. Streaming doesn't fucking matter when you're doing content creation. So this is something that I have to explain to a lot of people that they really don't seem to understand all that well. When you are live, you're not growing. Twitch is not a discoverability platform. People do not discover you through watching your live streams, right? Like maybe like 1% of you have found out about a streamer you like through just like browsing Twitch and scrolling through the different categories. But most people aren't going to find you like that. I guarantee at least like 89 to 95% of you in chat found me through watching my TikToks or my YouTube shorts or my Instagram reels, or you heard about me through a friend. And maybe less than 1% of you found me because you were scrolling through Twitch one day. Streaming does not help your discoverability at all. It really honestly doesn't do anything for you. And one hard pill that I had to swallow personally was that the act of live streaming is like 10% of content creation. If I had to describe how my time is broken up between streaming and editing videos and posting on other platforms, I'd say that out of like my total work hours, I spend maybe like 10-15% of my total time streaming. And the other 85% of the time is spent making content for YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, etc., so on and so forth. Like, streaming is such a small piece of the pie, and a lot of people don't realize this. A lot of people don't realize this. So when you're just starting out in the very beginning, you want to make sure that you are you're spending time streaming and getting good at it, and getting good at talking to yourself and filling dead air. And you're getting good at being live, playing a video game, narrating your thoughts, etc., so on and so forth. But don't be one of those people that sits there and listens to music and plays Apex Legends for 10 hours today to 0 people. It doesn't work. Trust me. It doesn't work. Don't be one of those people that is sitting there playing Minecraft for 8 hours at a time and not doing anything else, expecting to grow or expecting to get somewhere. People see the stage you perform on, not the steps you take to get there. Yeah, exactly. That's a really good way to put it, actually. I have considered streaming, working my trade. Problem is there's no platform for my trade. I'm a gunsmith. There's no platform for that. Plus, I don't like being in front of cameras. I'm built like a Tokendorf and not once from the Hobbit either. My brother in Christ, there's so many like gun YouTubers out there. You can make content out of literally anything. Chat, if you can think of something, you can make content out of it. Like if you want to like become a YouTuber and have your entire purpose of your content be something like, here are various different ways to clean a toilet. You can make a successful living out of that. Like, you need to understand that there's a market, just like there's a market for every kind of person in porn, there's a market for every kind of thing in content creation, you know? Like, there are markets in porn that you didn't even know existed, right? There's so much potential for everything. You can make a full-time content empire out of any concept ever, right? Anything, I promise, anything. Okay. But understand that when you're building that, live streaming is going to be a really small fraction of the time that you put forward. Okay. So, if not live stream, what should you do to grow on Twitch or YouTube or whatever your streaming platform is? If not streaming, what should you be doing? Well, what you should be doing is posting. Post everywhere, all the fucking time, as much as you can. When you're not streaming, you need to be making YouTube videos. You need to be on TikTok making fucking, what's it called? Like TikTok videos. You need to be on Instagram making Instagram reels. You need to be fucking like on Twitter posting like funny tweets and posting like clips from your stream, etc., so on and so forth. I don't care if you think that TikTok is cringe. I don't care if you don't like Instagram or you don't like Facebook. You think that Mark Zuckerberg is evil. If you want to succeed, you have to let go of these childish fucking notions about social media, and you have to let go of this weird moral high ground that you have that makes you feel superior to the average person for not having TikTok on your phone, and get on TikTok. You gotta get on TikTok. You gotta be posting everywhere. If you make a TikTok, post that TikTok to Instagram Reels, and then take that Instagram Reel and post that Instagram Reel to YouTube Shorts. Post it in as many places as you possibly can. And do this always. Post everywhere, all the fucking time, constantly, until you physically don't have any more content to post. Now, the next question you're probably going to be asking yourself is, actually, wait, let me read a couple comments before we go any further. 2 Girls, 1 Cup went viral. Everyone's seen it, even if they regret it. Yeah, exactly. Nyannie and Annie Pants collab one. I need to DM Annie Pants. I would love to like sit here and shoot the shit with her. I feel like me and Annie Pants could make some banger ASMR. We could make like ASMR girlfriend tries to kill you IRL or something like that. I don't fucking know. Whatever we make, I think it'd be adorable. All right. So anyways, it takes time to be famous. Yeah, exactly. It takes time. And you need to be constantly doing it. Every single day. Edit a video, post it. You go to sleep, wake up, edit a video, post it. You need to be doing it all the fucking time. So you're probably asking yourself now, all right, I know that I need to be posting on YouTube. I know that I need to be on Instagram, TikTok, etc. Annie, you fucking idiot, you cute, adorable, fucking stupid dog. What the fuck do I even post about? Well, I have your answer. I've got your answer. Understand that like I was saying before, there's a market for everything in content creation. I need you guys to know that the reason that I am as big as I am isn't because I'm good at video games. It isn't because I'm a good singer or I'm like really even all that funny. It's because one day I decided that I thought it would be silly for me to, again, beat Dark Souls bosses and Souls-like bosses while flicking the bean at the same time. That's what got me to where I am. Okay? That is unironically what got me to where I am. I decided it would be really funny for me to do that. So if I were just starting out again and I were having that idea for the first time again, I would be doing nothing but posting about how I beat that Dark Souls boss with a vibrator in me. I beat a fucking Melania with a vibrator in my pussy. I beat fucking Godric with a vibrator in my pussy. I beat Armored Core with a vibrator in my pussy, etc., so on and so forth. Like, that's what I would be doing, right? So anything you have an idea of, like, what's it called? Like, I don't know, maybe you want to fucking post about your car. Maybe you're super into cars, right? And you're modding your car. Start a YouTube channel and post about the different modifications that you're doing to your car. Are you an artist? Like making art? You could post like art time lapses to YouTube or TikTok. You could post like art, like tips for people that want to get into doing art. Are you in the Magic the Gathering? You can make entire videos about single Magic the Gathering cards. There's one guy I know that he has like I think like a following of like 5 million people across all of his platforms, and all he does is talk about Warhammer lore. And I know for a fact that a lot of you fucking sweaty nerds out there in chat, which by the way, sweaty nerds is not an insult. I love sweaty nerds. Sweaty, pathetic, unshowered men are my ideal. That's what I'm looking for in a guy, right? So that's a compliment. I know a lot of you sweaty nerds in chat. Fucking love Warhammer, all right? You can make a YouTube video talking about Warhammer, right? Whatever you're interested in, you could make a YouTube video talking about it. If you like Halo, you can make a YouTube video dedicated to Halo lore. If you like fucking Pokemon, you can make a YouTube channel dedicated to talking about facts about the Pokemon games that nobody else knows, right? But whatever it is, it has to be something at least semi-unique, and it needs to be something that you are passionate about. If you're talking about something that you don't actually have a real passion for, it's going to show through in your content and you're not going to do a good job. Yeah, if you like anime, or like if you're a big fucking, like if you're a Coomer like me and you read a shit ton of NTR and hentai and Metamorphosis is your favorite porno, then you can make a YouTube channel talking about all the different reasons that you like Metamorphosis and the different pornos that you like to read. Like, unironically, there are people that do this. You can do it too. It's really not that hard. So yeah, that's what you post. However, there's one important thing to keep in mind. One super, super important thing to keep in mind throughout all of this. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Nobody cares. Like when you're just starting out in the beginning, nobody knows who you are and nobody cares who you are, right? The reason that this is super important to keep in mind is that a lot of people, when they first start posting, they post a lot of content that's about themselves, right? They'll post like fucking feet lover 69 Valorant highlights reel, my best Fortnite clip, fucking pussy liquor 69, my video game collection, etc., so on and so forth, right? Shit like that. And those videos aren't gonna go anywhere. They're not gonna do well because they're about you. You are not your own niche, right? Somebody like Markiplier or PewDiePie or Iron Mouse or Numi or Giga or Zentreya could post a YouTube video about like my room tour, right? And it would do numbers. It would do fucking numbers because those people are big enough that people care about the room that they are streaming from, right? Like if they're telling like stories, right? And they post like a my most embarrassing school story, right? Like those videos that they post are going to do numbers because people care about those people. They have huge platforms, right? Like if PewDiePie goes live tomorrow and he's like, hey guys, in today's YouTube video, we're going to be doing a fucking tour of like my toilet, right? Or a tour of my bathroom, right? That video would get millions of views because it's PewDiePie. People care about the bathroom that he shits in, right? People don't care about you. So you can't make content about yourself. You have to make content about a shared interest that you and your target audience have. That's why I say that if you're passionate about Warhammer, you need to make videos about Warhammer because that is a shared interest that you and other people are going to have. Okay. It's not about you specifically. It's about something else and you're the one presenting it. That is the best way to start out. Do not start out by posting Valorant highlight videos or fucking like Pussy Slayer 69 funny stream clips, funny moments. Don't do that because they're not going to go anywhere. Nobody knows who the fuck Footlicker 72 is. Nobody knows you. Nobody cares about you, right? Nobody fucking cares about you. So you can't start that way. You can't. You have to make videos about a topic that people care about. Make videos about politics. Make videos about recent events. Make videos about video games, about music, something that people care about. But understand that people don't give a fuck about you in the beginning. So you can't make videos about you. Isn't VTubing like hella expensive? VTubing is super expensive. The VTubing is insanely expensive. But only if you make it expensive. Me personally, I really don't spend like that much on my model or anything because I do everything myself. Like the model that you see right now, is what's called a kit bash. I basically got a dozen like pre-made parts that like really, really talented artists made, and I put it all together myself. And a lot of what you see in my stream is stuff that I have made on my own by myself with no help. Like I have like the occasional helping hand here and there from like artists that I know and like friends and whatnot. But for the most part, like I'd made a lot of like the stuff on my own. And there are a lot of other VTubers that like learn to draw specifically so they can make their own models. Like if you guys know who Juniper Actius is, like she draws all of her own models and makes like all of her own like stream graphics and overlays. And I know Ninja in the very beginning, like I know Ninja's like a huge meme at this point, but in the very beginning, I knew that Ninja made like a lot of his own stuff. He's not a VTuber, but I'm using him as an example that like it can be expensive if you're paying everybody else to do everything for you. But it doesn't have to be expensive. Can start as potato PNG and it can work. Yeah, exactly. You don't need a good model to be a successful VTuber. Fillion is not a good example to view VTubing slash VR prices. Yeah, okay. Actually, on this topic, Fillion is a great example of somebody who didn't really spend that much on her model. Fillion's model is a pre-made VR chat model that costs $50 that has been used in VR chat for like years. Like Fillion's model, I saw so many people using that model before Fillion even started streaming. You don't need like a super hyper expensive custom like unique HD model. You just need good content. That's really what it is. You just need good content and a good brand image. Expensive fancy graphics and models can help. Like they can certainly help up your production quality, but when you're in the beginning, it's not going to make a difference. I know of plenty of people that have insanely good $10,000 models and they are struggling to get by in content creation. They are struggling. So it's not necessarily about the model. There are other factors at play here. She also didn't pay for it. She ripped it. Ooh, spicy. Spicy. We're getting messy. So, you know that nobody cares about you. Like I was saying, early on when you're posting content, like when you're first starting to make content, early on, I know that you'll probably hear a lot in your life that quality matters over quantity, but in the beginning, it's actually the opposite. The quantity of what you're posting when you're just starting out and you don't really know what you're doing matters more than the quality. And I know that that sounds really weird, but I'll explain why, okay? I'll explain why. So, say I start from 0, right? And I wanna fucking make content about my feet, right? When I'm just starting out, I don't know anything about making feet content. I don't know how to frame my feet properly. I don't know if I should be like exfoliating them in a particular way. I don't know if there's like a way that people like to see like feet under like certain lighting. I don't know the camera angles I should be using on my foot. I don't know if people prefer seeing like the bottoms of my toes and the soles, or if they like seeing the top of my foot and my nails, right? This is all stuff that I don't know. So I have to experiment. I have to just start posting a bunch of different feet pictures, right? I gotta post some pictures from the side. I gotta post pictures of my feet from the bottom. I gotta post pictures of my feet in socks, right? I gotta post pictures of my feet from the top. I gotta post pictures of my feet with fucking chocolate syrup on them, with fucking Bad Dragon cum lube on them, right? And the reason that you do this is to figure out what works, right? You post as much as you can and experiment as much as you can when you're just starting out to figure out what works. Don't worry about the audio quality. Don't worry about your lighting. Don't worry about having fancy editing. Don't worry about like fucking having super HD, like crystal clear footage of your feet. Just worry about actually making the content. And when you keep making it, you're going to very gradually improve at it, right? My first like early videos, even before I became a VTuber, were dog shit. They were terrible. They were fucking awful. And I was sitting there making them thinking that they were bangers. But as the years went on and as I started posting more, I gradually got better. My editing got faster. I was able to make like minute to 5 minute long videos in under like an hour. My entire quality improved. And what happens is you make so many videos that eventually you get to this point where you have reached like the basic like bottom line bar of quality that people like to see. So in the beginning, it's important to just start posting, just start making and do it as much as you can. And eventually you'll get good at it. Eventually you'll get good. It's kind of like learning to ride, what's it called? Like learning to ride a bike for the first time. The first time you ride a bike, you're not going to be perfect at it. But if you do it like more, you're going to learn. You're like giving head, right? Like the first time you suck cock, you're going to suck at it, right? You're going to use too much teeth. You're going to bite down on the balls by accident. You're not going to know where to put hands. What's it called? But the more cock you suck, the better at sucking cock you get. The more male moaning ASMR you get to hear, and you do better. Same with pussy, chat. The more you eat pussy, the better you get at eating pussy. You can't like eat pussy once a month and then like be a pussy eating god. You gotta be out there every single day, getting bitches, taking them home, eating them out, fucking learning the ins and outs of the labia and the vulva, right? You gotta learn where to put your head. You gotta learn how to maneuver your tongue. And that's not something that you're gonna be able to do by only doing it once in a while. So in the beginning, just worry about the quantity. I know it's a weird analogy. I know it's a weird analogy, but I also know that it makes sense. I know that you understand exactly what I'm saying, even if you wish you didn't. I know you understand exactly what I'm saying, even if you wish you didn't. Now, eventually, that's gonna change and it's gonna reverse itself. What's it called? And you're going to be doing like, you're going to be doing more. You're going to be at like a point that you're like super confident. You're making good content. Your editing is good. It's all solid. And this concept is going to reverse on you. So when you like hit your first like little bit of success and you found videos that work, now it becomes about improving your quality over just posting for the sake of posting. Once you have a bunch of different pieces of content out there and you've been able to see, what's it called? Like what performs and what doesn't perform. You gotta focus on taking the things that did do kind of good and making them better. So first is quantity over quality, and then it's quality over quantity. And understand that you're fucking trash. You suck. You are awful at making content. You're in the beginning, you are so fucking bad. You're gonna, when you become successful, when you get to be my size, you're gonna look back on your first couple of videos and you're going to cringe so hard and wish that nobody ever saw them because of how fucking bad they are, right? And it's gonna hurt even more because at the time, you're gonna know that at the time that you were making them, you thought that they were fucking awesome. You thought that your trash fucking content was like the best thing in the world, right? It's like KSI and his song, right? Like, not that KSI's new song is horrible, but he's gonna look back at this like in a couple years and be like, yeah, I don't know why I thought that was such a banger, right? Right? So understand that you're gonna be trash for a little bit and that's fine. Now, as you're on the come up and as you're doing everything that I'm telling you, as you're making YouTube videos, you're posting to Twitter constantly, etc., so on and so forth. What's it called? What's going to happen is you're going to start looking around at other people around you. You're going to start looking at your friends. You're going to start looking at other content creators. And what's going to happen is you're going to get jealous, right? You're going to be like, oh, I'm better at making content than this person. So why does that person have more followers than me? Why is that person averaging more on Twitch than me? Their streams are dog shit. Their content's boring. So why is it doing better? If you think like this, it's going to eat you alive and demoralize you faster than everything ever could. Okay? So instead of being jealous when jealousy pops up, don't feed into it. Don't let it eat you. Instead, it should inspire you. If you see somebody who you think that you are actually better at streaming than they are, and they're doing better than you, then that should inspire you. That should make you more confident because you know that you're better. So if they're killing it and you think that they're trash, know that when, in a little while, you're going to be doing even better than they are. Okay? So don't let the jealousy eat you, right? You're my first VTuber that I actually kind of enjoy. That's really sweet. Thank you. I always love hearing things like that. It makes me feel so fucking warm inside. But above all else, chat, I've told you what you have to do. I've told you that you have to like fucking post to all these different platforms. You know your first steps now. The most important thing afterwards is consistency. It's consistency. You are not, what's the saying about the one city? Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome was not built overnight. Every big city that you ever traveled to, be it New York City, LA, Chicago, Tokyo, etc., so on and so forth, those were not built overnight. The beautiful places that they have become are a culmination of daily work that people were putting in to make them what they are. My content, like my platform, my 141,000 followers on TikTok, my massive success on Fansly, that did not come to me overnight. Like I said in the beginning of stream, I have been doing this for 2 years. For 2 years. And I feel like only in the last year have I really felt like I've been getting anywhere. Like, after 2 years of streaming, only back in like January was I actually earning like a livable like amount off of this. So, but what's important there is that if I had not been sitting down on my desk every single day and posting videos and showing up to every stream and making content on a daily basis and putting in the work every single day, I would not have gotten anywhere. I wouldn't have gotten anywhere. If you don't stream on the regular, if you don't regularly upload your content, if you aren't regularly practicing, you're not going to get anywhere. And that's not to say that you need to be working 12 hours a day every single day. I encourage you to work as much as you can at this if you really want it. You have to want it really, really bad. But what you do need to be doing is you need to be doing it regularly. Every single day, you need to be doing something to work towards your goal. And some days are going to be better than others. Some days are going to be worse than others. Some days you're going to wake up and you're not going to have any ideas. And guess what? On the days that you don't have any ideas, go live, stream for 2 hours and practice talking to yourself, right? On the days that you don't feel like streaming, if you feel like you're sick or you just can't be in front of a camera one day, or you just can't talk to people, you can't be in front of an audience, go make a YouTube video, go do something. It doesn't matter what you do, but it matters that every single day you are doing something to get closer to your goal. You got to learn to have discipline. Yeah, exactly. You need to do it even when you hate it or don't want to. That's a great way to put that. There are days that I wake up and I really don't want to stream. I really don't want to make YouTube videos. I'm tired. My body hurts. My mind is broken. I'm demotivated. I feel depressed. But despite those feelings, I have enough discipline to do it even though I don't feel like I need to, right? Like, honestly, like if I'm being totally honest with you guys, I'm going through a little bit. I'm kind of going through it right now. I had a really rough morning this morning. When I got out of bed, I didn't feel that good. But I did what I had to do anyway, and now I'm feeling fucking amazing and I'm having an amazing time right now. So even when you don't feel like you can do it, you have to try. Now, you're consistently posting every single day and you're not getting anywhere. It's a you problem. If you are consistently creating content, you're consistently uploading, you're consistently streaming, and you're not seeing any results, don't go blaming it on the platform. Don't go tweeting about how, oh, I'm shadow banned and Twitter is censoring VTubers and TikTok hates VTubers and there's something wrong with the platform. I promise you it is not a problem with TikTok. The NSA is not spying on you and being like, oh, he posted a new video. Make sure it gets shadow banned and gets 0 views. It is a you problem. You did something wrong. There is going to be the occasional fuckery where it is a problem with the platform or there's something going on in the world that is making it so that your viewership is low. And there are going to be factors out of your control, but you have to assume that everything you're doing that is not working is your fault. And once you're able to own the fact that you're making mistakes, you'll feel more in control. You know, if you're doing stuff and you're not getting anywhere, that tells you that what you're doing isn't working and you have to switch it up. So now you know what doesn't work. And now you can experiment with different things to see what does work. And above all else, chatty, above all else, please be cringe. Do not be afraid to be cringe. Cringe is thrown around so much, right? You fucking, especially nowadays, man, like you're happy about something, that's cringe. You're excited, that's cringe. You post a selfie and you feel like you look good, ew, that's cringe. You post a song cover, you sing to yourself, yeah, that's cringe, right? And what happens is a lot of people hear this and they get called cringe and they cringe at themselves, and it makes them scared to do anything. It makes them scared to post for fear of being called cringe. Chat, understand that you are cringe until you are successful, okay? Everybody is going to cringe at you. You are going to be called cringe on a daily basis. And then when you're successful, they're going to swap out the word cringe with genius. Don't be afraid to be cringe. Just be cringe. Be cringe and be free. I am because I am cringe. Exactly. People call everything cringe nowadays. Even something that really isn't cringe to most people, there's going to be somebody out there that's like, that's cringe, right? Like, guys, every time I post a YouTube video, I get thousands of comments that are like, what is this degenerate woman doing on my screen? This is everything that's wrong with the world, and you're terrible, and you're ruining the Dark Souls community. I'm gonna go angrily rub my cock out to your pictures of your hot fucking fat bunda. Fansly.com/Nyannie, by the way. It's gonna happen. Don't fucking worry about it. Just keep posting, keep doing your thing, right? Keep doing your thing. Now, let's say you've been doing it for a while, right? One day you wake up, you sit down at your desk, you go to post a YouTube video, you fucking post a YouTube video, you go to work, you come home, you open up your computer. Holy shit! Holy shit! The video that you posted just got 100,000 views on TikTok. Congratulations! You just found a video that worked. You just for the first time posted about how you beat Armored Core with a vibrator in your pussy. You beat the hardest Armored Core boss with a vibrator in your pussy, and you posted about it on TikTok. Congratulations! You found a winning content idea. Now milk it. Milk it like a pair of fat fucking anime MILF titties until there is physically nothing left. Okay? This content idea, this video that you posted, this is your winning content idea. This winning content idea is a big, beautiful woman with a fat ass and double D cup titties. No, not double D cup, double F cup titties, okay? Fucking suck on those titties until they are empty. And when they are empty, continue to suck on them, all right? When they're empty, go to town on the pussy, right? And then after you're done with that, give it a little bit of time to refill, and then start fucking sucking on the fucking titties again. So many people are scared to milk stuff. If you do something that works, you need to milk it, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. I get a lot of people that are like, Annie, why the fuck do you keep talking about the Dark Souls bosses, the Elden Ring bosses, the Armored Core bosses? And the reason for that is because every single time I post about those the Dark Souls lewd challenges, they do well. The videos do well. The most recent video that I posted on TikTok has like 2.2 million views, and it's probably like the 20th or 30th video that I posted about this. You need to milk this until you physically can't anymore. And one thing that's going to happen, you're probably going to have people in your comments that are like, why are you doing this so much? This is becoming so repetitive. But understand, chat, most of the people that see your videos are first-time viewers. If I go into my TikTok analytics right now and I go to that video that I talked about that has 2.2 million views, I guarantee maybe like 8 to 10% of those people are people that are returning viewers. Most of the people that see your content are going to be people that are seeing it for the first time. So don't be afraid to do the same thing over and over and over and over again. In fact, you have to do the same thing over and over and over and over again, right? You have to. You absolutely have to. So the moral of the story is suck on the fucking titties until you can't anymore. And now that you're latched, now that you've got your mouth around those fucking anime MILF nipples, right? Now that you're milking that cock dry, right? Hot tool and capitalize on that thing. You gotta give it that hot tour and capitalize, right? The hot tour girl is probably my favorite example of how to milk something and capitalize on it. People are so mad that she got famous off of one shitty TikTok video. People are so mad. Every single time I go on TikTok, I see people that are like, I have to work my 9 to 5, but this girl that told one shitty joke in a TikTok interview is set for life, and she has a contract with Logan Paul, so on and so forth, blah, 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 right? Like, and they're mad, right? They're mad, they're jealous, but you guys have to understand that the reason that she's successful is because she had a video that had her in it that got tens of millions of views. And instead of letting it die, instead of letting that opportunity go to waste, she capitalized on it. She capitalized on it. She fucking made her own YouTube channel. She hired a manager, right? She fucking started negotiating with companies. She signed a fucking deal with Kick the other day, right? It is so easy to have one thing do well, and if you capitalize on it properly, you'll be able to build a massive following off of it. Yeah, exactly. People get famous the most stupid ways, the most idiotic fucking ways people get popular, right? What it comes down to is just knowing how to properly capitalize, right? Capitalize, capitalize, capitalize. Suck the fucking titties and capitalize on the milk that you're sucking out. Start bottling that milk and selling it in grocery stores as anime MILF titty milk, right? Capitalize on it as much as you can. I don't care if you think it's cringe. I don't care if you think you're going to be a one-hit wonder. Capitalize as much as you can. Make fucking merch. Make YouTube videos. Start a Hawk to a podcast, right? Like, milk it dry until you can't anymore, right? And you're going to be so successful. Now, when you do this, when you're at the point that you're getting successful, right? What's going to happen is opportunities are going to start pouring in. You're going to get distracted, right? Things are going to happen. And you have to know not to. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you actually also comes from Shino. Shino showed me this video using it as an analogy while we were talking about something. I won't get too into it because it's a kind of a little private. But he showed me this, and it was a perfect way to represent and lead into the next point that I'm going to talk about. So Shino, I'm stealing your idea. Thank you so much. It's a good fucking idea. It's a great clip. Wait, can you hear it?
The Matrix is a system, Neo.
Yeah, there you go.
That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged.
Thank you, Shino.
And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress? I was. Look again. Freeze it.
Okay, in this analogy, right? Here's the way that I want to interpret this, because I at least want to be a little bit original with this stolen idea. I know that's a little bit of an antithesis thing. I'm being original with a stolen idea. But Keanu Reeves is you after you have found your first little bits of success, right? And the woman in the red dress are all the different things that you want to are all the different things that you start to think of, right? When you're first having videos do well, you're getting popular, etc., so on and so forth, there are going to be a million distractions pouring in, whether that be like, okay, I was successful off this one thing, but now I want to do this, or now I want to do that, right? Like, there are going to be a million different things that you're going to see, like a dog chasing squirrels, that are going to try and pull you off of your path, but you have to stay focused. It's like I said before, you need to keep in mind the thing that made you successful, and you need to stay focused on that thing, right? So if, for example, you're making fucking pussy eating tutorials, right? and your pussy eating tutorials are getting millions of views. Don't start fucking, what's it called? Having a podcast about, I don't fucking know. Don't start making like gun YouTube videos. Don't start making, don't turn your YouTube channel into like a motorcycle channel, right? Focus on the pussy eating videos and stick with that one thing for as long as you can. That doesn't necessarily mean that you can't do other things in the future. That doesn't mean that you're locked into doing the same thing for the rest of your life, but you have to make sure that you stick with it, you know? You have to make sure that you're staying on the right path to what your like ultimate goal is, right? So if your goal is to be like a Twitch partnered streamer, then you need to make sure that everything that you're doing on a daily basis is something that is going to ultimately help you become a partnered streamer. So if you want to be a partnered streamer, don't decide that you want to fucking start a SoundCloud, because that's not going to help you. If you want to start a SoundCloud as a hobby and do it in your free time, by all means, but make sure that for every single hour you're working on your shitty rap music videos, you're also doing something that's going to help you become a Twitch partner. Okay. Likewise, if you want to be a porn star, if you want to fucking show videos of your smelly, sweaty, hairy balls, which you can do at fansly.com/Nyannie. Like, as in you can send me videos of your sweaty, hairy balls at fansly.com/Nyannie. I love receiving them. They're great. I'm just kidding. In Minecraft. What's it called? Don't go and make videos about Christianity and chastity in the Bible. It's not going to help you become a porn star. Okay? Focus on the one thing. People are going to try to distract you. People are going to try and bring you down. There are going to be a million forces pulling you in different directions, and you have to make sure that you stick with the one thing. It's not, content creation isn't necessarily all about money, but it is about business when you're at a successful point in it. A lot of people, when you're this successful, you have to start treating your content like a business. And honestly, that probably should have been something that I should have mentioned earlier. You should always treat your content like a business as much as you possibly can. Look at it like you are running a brand. Don't look at it like a fucking, like everything else. Understand that you are an artist and your art is being promoted and sold through a brand. And that brand is just as important as the artist, okay? Fuck. I kind of lost my train of thought a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, most people who are super, super successful at something are successful at that thing because they kept the one thing, right? Every popular YouTuber became successful at YouTubing because they kept YouTubing the thing that they wanted to make work. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. I didn't have a plan B, like, at all. In my life. I literally graduated high school knowing that I wanted to be a content creator. I didn't know how the fuck to do it. I didn't have a plan B, but for the past 5 years, I have been doing nothing but trying to make content creation work. And by keeping my life dedicated to that, I have been able to be successful off of it, and I've been able to make a living out of it. So yeah, keep the one thing, and understand that it's not too late, right? In life, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna get distracted. Things are gonna happen. You're gonna fuck up. You're gonna not capitalize properly. You're gonna waste an opportunity. You're not gonna be perfect. I've done it. Everybody else has done it. It's a thing that happens. I have completely fucked up big opportunities before, but understand that it's not a done deal when that happens. Okay, if you make a mistake, it's not too late to fix that mistake, right? So if you have a video get 1 million views and you forget that you're supposed to milk it, or you forget that you're supposed to capitalize on it, or you don't do a good job, just keep going, right? Until the next 1 million views pops up, and then do a better job that time. Look at Tyler One. Yeah, Tyler One's a great example. Tyler One is an amazing example of this, actually. And there's so many other people that have, like, quote unquote wasted opportunities, but it's never too late. And this also goes like doubly so, like this message has a double meaning, chat. If you feel like you're too old, or you feel like you're too far into life to be successful at this, I promise you you're not. I know a 40-year-old VTuber that's fucking killing it. I think one of the HoloLive girls is literally about to turn like 38 or something, right? Like one of the most popular HoloLive streamers is like 38 years old. And she debuted like a couple things ago. Yeah, there's literally somebody's fucking 70-year-old grandma is playing COD to 10,000 viewers every single day, right? It's never too late. It's never too late. Now, the last thing I have to tell you, right? Last thing I gotta tell you, and the most important thing out of all of this, and this applies to content creators, artists, musicians, everything, right? If you decide that you want to make this your journey in life, if you decide that you want to make a career out of this, if that you want to be successful out of it, understand that it's going to give you brain damage. Once you start, and once you start going with it, once you start making your art, once you start posting your content, it's going to damage your brain. You're going to get fucked up, bro. You're going to have depression that is unlike anything that you've ever felt before. You're going to develop so much fucking mental illness. Your neural pathways are going to rewire. You're going to experience feelings that you didn't even know were possible. And it's going to suck cock. It is going to suck fucking sweaty, cum-covered donkey cock, right? It's going to give you brain damage, but it comes with the territory. Every successful person has brain damage. I have brain damage. Iron Mouse. I'm not gonna. That's a bad example. I'm sorry, Mousy. Fucking Snuffy has brain damage. Zentrea has brain damage. Melody has brain damage. I'm sorry, Mousy. I love you. We all have fucking brain damage, bro. All of us. But it's a thing that's going to happen. So you have to be ready to understand that your brain is going to be permanently rewired and you will never, ever, ever be able to go back to normal once you start doing this. There's literally no going back. And what's also important is I've given you all the tips that you need to know. I've told you that you have to post on YouTube. You have to stream less and post more. I've told you that when you find opportunities, you have to capitalize on them. I've told you that you have to milk your successful videos as much as you can. I've told you that you have to be consistent. I've given you all of these tips. Do all of these things audaciously. Have the audacity to do these things, right? Carry yourself when you're, even if you're just starting out, even if you have 10 followers on Twitch, even if nobody knows who you are, carry yourself and act like you already have 1 million followers. When I was just starting out, I would tell myself, okay, I'm gonna turn my viewer count off and I'm going to pretend that there are 10,000 people watching me. I'm going to pretend that I have 10,000 viewers. And through doing that, you build a lot of confidence super early on, right? You need to treat yourself and you need to act like what you want to be. Because through mimicking the actions of somebody who is successful, you will lead yourself to do things that successful people do, right? Whereas, if you tell yourself that you're a failure, right? It's going to make you want to do things that failures do. So you want to do the opposite of that. Have the audacity. Have the audacity to shoot your shot. Have the audacity to ask people for opportunities. Have the audacity to post things to Twitter. Have the audacity. You need to do these things with the audacity of a fucking 35-year-old salaryman with a mediocre salary, right? You need to be as audacious as possible. If you're going to do something, put your whole fucking ball sack into it. Put your whole fucking pussy into it. All of it. Right? And be confident, right? Tell yourself, I am successful. I am a successful content creator. I am a successful artist. I am a successful musician. And because I am a successful artist, I'm going to do what successful artists do. And when you live every single day like that, you become what you say. There you go. That is everything that you need to know for now. I'll probably do more like this in the future, but for now, that is everything you need to know about content creation. And I would now like to open the floor for questions. I know that was a lot. I know that you guys have questions. I know that I talked for a while. So if you guys want to ask me anything, or if you want to if you're curious about something I said, please do ask. I love answering. But if you ask me my bra size or something, D36, by the way, I'm going to tell you to fuck off. is actually D36. I was a C and I recently went up to a D. I'm very happy about that. Can't believe you brought up mouse. I had the audacity to bring up mouse. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That was a really bad example though. Mousy, if you ever see this, I'm so sorry. I love you. Somebody asked, when did you get to OnlyFans? Because I'm curious on that. So I really, really like sex. And not in like a porn addict kind of way, but in like a, I think it's neat kind of way, you know? I think it's neat. I think porn and sex are really interesting. And I think that the stigma around it should not be what it is. You know, I think that people should not be afraid to talk about it. And I realized at some point or another that I feel like I'm pretty fucking hot. And I think that I have a nice body. And I want to share that body with the people who care about me, which is you guys. I'm passionate about my body and I'm passionate about intimacy. And so I decided that a fun way for me to be creative would be to make sussy degenerate content. So that's how I did that. I'm not ashamed. I'm not, that's why I'm so willing to admit that I have like piss fetishes and stuff on stream. That's why I'm so willing to like say that. Cause I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not like afraid. I don't feel ashamed of that. I'm proud of it. And I think that more people should be proud of it. And my way of showing my pride is by recording videos of me riding Bad Dragon dildos. Most real content creator on the platform. Yeah, I know. It's hard being this real. It's hard being this genuine. That was amazing advice. Could you start from the top again? You can go back and watch the VOD. This will also get turned into a YouTube video as well. This will also get turned into a YouTube video. Any more questions, chatty? Editor better cook. I have an editor in mind. I think they'll fucking cook on it personally. I think they'll do a really good job. If not me, if I don't end up editing it, whoever I hire to edit it, I think they'll do an amazing job. But yeah. One thing I want to say as well, chat, is that I'm going to keep answering questions, so I want to say one more thing. You guys don't have that much time on the planet. Like, you have a lot of time and your life is a long one, but we don't know for sure what happens after we die. We don't know if reincarnation is a thing. We don't know if we're going to get another chance at this. So I think that part of the purpose of today's stream is for me to tell you to use this chance that you have, use this chance that you've been given to make what you want out of your life. I know that a lot of you growing up were told that you have to go to college, that you have to work a certain job, that you have to become a doctor, etc. I know I grew up in an Asian household. You guys don't even know how fucking mad my parents were when I told them I wasn't going to college because I wanted to fucking be a streamer. That was a whole thing. They were so fucking angry. Don't waste your life doing what other people tell you you should do. Use the time that you have on this planet to do exactly what it is you feel you should be doing. Fulfill what you feel your purpose is. So if you're currently doing something, if you hate your job, find a way out of it. Don't sit there and do it because you feel like you have to, because somebody told you you have to. Do what you want to do with your life. That's not to say that if you're in school, you should drop out of school. That's not to say that if you have a stable, well-paying job, you should quit. But that is to say that if you feel like the path that you are on is not going to ultimately lead you somewhere that you are satisfied with, then you need to find a way to switch out the stepping stones so that you are going in the direction that you want to be going in. How do you deal with the stress of content creating? Honestly, I try my best to spend time with other people, and I will take at least like 1 to 2 days out of my week to completely disconnect from content and do something that like I want to do. It's like a really good example is I recently bought a bass. I think I could actually probably plug it in and play it for you guys a little bit. I bought a bass guitar because I've always wanted to learn how to play like guitar, and I've always wanted to learn how to make music. And I realized that I don't really have any hobbies because my one hobby turned into my job. So, you know, like one day out of the week, I will spend that entire day just doing something that makes me happy. So maybe like you have a video game that you really like. Spend one day out of the week doing nothing but playing that video game and jerking off to my porn. Spend one day out of the week with my butt on one monitor and the video game on the other monitor. And that's probably a pretty healthy way for you to de-stress and decompress. Fansly.com/Nyannie, by the way. In Minecraft, of course. In Minecraft for educational purposes. I'm saying this so that I'm Twitch compliant. Part of it too, if you're getting like super stressed out about stuff like I am, there might be a point where instead of feeling stress, you're feeling anxiety. And if you're finding that you are constantly stressed out all the time, it might be the case that you have an anxiety disorder, so you should probably go to therapy. If you're like constantly always stressed out, it's probably not stress, it's probably anxiety. Just go to therapy. Go to therapy, go talk to somebody. Ways to live a long life right there. Yeah, exactly. They say that looking at boobs can increase your lifespan by up to 10%. So just saying. I guess if it would help your health, I can let you look at them for a little bit. If it would help you be more healthy, I suppose I could let you look at them. I don't know if you Sloss answered, but what do you use to edit? I use DaVinci Resolve. I use DaVinci Resolve in most of the editors that I work with or that I have worked with. Because to be honest with you, I edit most of my own stuff. They tend to all be in DaVinci Resolve. It's a completely free software. A lot of like super big movie studios use it. It's very powerful. They do offer like a studio license for it that unlocks some new functionality, but it's honestly, it is better than Premiere and doesn't cost any money, and you don't have to go through the hoops of pirating it. Watching Pornhouse of de-stressing, yeah. And honestly, chat, guys, if you're, here's one like really interesting tip. Here's one thing that I've learned in my life, okay? If you're ever anxious about something and you just can't seem to calm down, just go masturbate. Just go rub one out. Go flick the bean. Go crank the hog. Right? Go do your thing with whatever set of genitalia you have. And then afterward, if you still feel stressed out, you're probably going to have a better idea of why. But 99% of the time, you're not going to feel so stressed out afterwards. I have something to say to you. Go for it. Yeah, if you're stressed out, jork it. You'll feel so much better. It's also the hog more of a teacup pig. I think that's cute personally. I think tiny dicks are adorable. I think more people should be proud of their tiny dicks. Big dicks are great. I think more people should be proud of it. Personally, chat, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have a preference towards 3 inches. Like, I'm not like trying to like make you feel better about yourself. I'm being completely and totally honest. I have a preference towards 3 inches or less. I think it's adorable. I think it's adorable. I don't think that you need to have a big cock. I think it's adorable. So if you're ever insecure that your dick is tiny, understand that there are people out there, me included, that think it's perfect. I think it's perfect. Nyannie, you're the best. You're the best. Gosh, I always feel so fucking like happy and bubbly whenever I talk to you guys. You guys make my days so much better. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You guys should all be really like happy and proud of yourselves. You guys, even if you guys feel like you don't have a purpose or anything, know that if nothing else, you, every single day that you show up here, you make me so incredibly fucking happy to see you. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you. You guys say I'm the best. You're the fucking best. You guys are the best chat ever. I think we have the best community on Twitch. Is it weird that I like to flirt with OnlyFans girls and I want to marry one? Don't care what people say? No, I don't think that it's weird to want to marry an OF girl at all. In fact, I think that marrying an OF girl is probably the biggest brain move that you can do. Because think about it, chat. If you marry an OnlyFans girl, right? You get to take pictures and then be the only Giga Chad that actually gets to fuck her, right? You get to take pictures of the pissoir and then you get to go down in the pissoir afterwards. Like, think about it, bro. It's like you get to do foreplay for work and she'll spoil you. Hi, what did I walk into? Bleh. You guys get me through my days? You guys get me through my days. Yeah, I don't know why people are so like hung up on whether or not their partner like does OnlyFans, or like why when other people's like wives and stuff like do OnlyFans. Like, I kind of get where they're coming from, but like at the same time, it's like I never felt like it'd be that big of a deal, you know? Like, it's probably really easy for me to say, but who knows, man. So nice to see you again. How you been? I've been really good. Thank you. Yeah, get that bread. Exactly. The world's hard. The economy's fucked up. And houses are overpriced and everything's price gouged and expensive. $100 is a new $20. Pop your pussy. Get that bread. Get that bread. Do it in a healthy way, but get that bread. This is really fun. You're really fun. What is a house? Bro, I know, right? I know, right? Okay. For those of you who, what's it called? We're not here at the beginning of the stream and did not hear my words of gratitude. I want to say again, because I'm going to need to start wrapping it up. Before I go anywhere, and before we end off for the day, I want to say again, thank you guys so much for all that you do for me. Thank you so much for showing up every single day and like supporting me through my streams. Thank you for showing up to my lewd streams and supporting me and fucking my brains out during those. Thank you for coming into the Discord and saying encouraging things. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for engaging with the content and for lifting me up the way you do. Like I said before, younger Annie would be so proud of how far that we've come, because all of this that we have accomplished together, this community, this platform, and all that I've done are things that I could have only dreamed of when I was younger. I've always wanted to do this. I only could have ever dreamed of it. At no point during this journey did I ever think that even so much as one person would take the time to say hello to me or watch my content or do anything. So you guys have transformed what I thought was going to be an awful, painful life, and you've made it something magical that I literally would never trade for the world. I would do it all over again. Everything that I've ever gone through that led up to this, I would go through it all over again. And for those of you who are out there that want to start doing something more, that want to become an artist, that want to make music, whatever it might be, I'm begging you to just do it. Please don't waste your life doing something that somebody else told you should do. Please do what you want to do. Please, please. The one opportunity. You're one out of like 3 million sperm that fertilized the egg. You were the fastest sperm. You were the first sperm to get into the egg. So please celebrate that victory by making the most of it, just like I have. And thank you for helping me make the most of it. And thank you so much for 2 whole years of Nyannie. Thank you so much for 2 years of Nyannie. I love you all, and it is not lost on me how beautiful and amazing each and every one of you are, and it's not lost on me how amazing it is that we're all here together, celebrating 2 years of content together, and I am looking forward to everything that we do in the future. Tomorrow on stream, we're gonna be going through my different videos and responding to some comments and seeing if we can find any like fucking degenerate "I want to lick your feet" comments. So we're gonna be responding to those and just fucking shooting the shit and having a fun time. And then on Friday is the big one. Friday is a really, really important stream. So listen up. But before any of you go anywhere, Friday is super important. We're gonna be going back. We're gonna be taking a bit of a blast to the past, right? We're gonna be taking a blast to the past, and we're gonna be revisiting the thing that made me me in the first place. We're gonna be beating that same Armored Core boss with the vibrator all over again. We're gonna be going back, starting Armored Core from the very beginning. On Twitch, we're going to go through the early game, and then the second that we get to Balteus, we're going to go over to the other blue website, and I am going to show the world that it was not just a fluke, that I am Nyannie Armored Core. And I'm going to cement my title as the best Souls-like player that ever fucking lived. Thank you. And good night. I love you all.